Alright, The Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 7. We're in a really good place now. It seems like we've resolved a lot of what was going on between Lin and her sister Sue. Really curious to see how much this potentially changes Lin's character throughout the rest of the season. She was acting a little bit different, but you could see that she was still the same person. She's just finally come to terms with everything that's around her and seems to be willing to embrace change. Korra's learning metal bending, but Lin wants to learn metal bending. I think that's really cool. I'd love to see Korra potentially learn lightning bending or maybe something else down the track as well. And Zahir now knows where Korra is. He's able to potentially do the same thing that Jinora can with her spirit, but whatever he's done, he knows where Korra is. So I think that's what we're going to be paying attention to now. So we'll see what happens with all of this. We are right in the middle of the season now. I know it's going to start to get really good. Like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon for early access and uncut watch-along versions of all these Korra reactions if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Chapter 7. Original Airbenders. Hey, talk to me about this then. Oh, it's Tenzin.
But he refused, just like he had each day the entire summer. Instead, he simply meditated.
They are not interested, but Tenzin would love teaching people this. Well, this person's interested.
Fast. On which island? Anyone besides Otaku who already studied this in his acolyte training?
And there it is.
Whaletail Island.
Whaletail Island. I remember that.
Again.
Greetings, our people.
Classic classroom antics.
Stories to take back to the spirit
Oh, it's
world.
Boomy. Caught. Oh, here we go. And get these people on some bison. That'll be fun. Yeah, now we're interested.
That was incredible. When do we get to fly around in our own bison like that?
Only after many years of practice and intense training. Besides, we don't have enough bison here for all of you.
What about those? It's a whole herd of bisons.
Actually, the plural of bison is bison.
Whoa! Can we ride those?
No, that's a wild herd. It would take many years to tame them.
All this emphasis on many years.
Okay, everyone is dismissed. We'll just pick this up tomorrow.
It's not easy, Tenzin. It's not easy. Oh, here we go. This is going to be the news,
How
though.
is everything in the city?
Not good.
Zahir infiltrated the air temple.
What? Is everyone all right?
I fought with him, but he got away. And he stole some old necklace that had something to do with Guru Lakshmi.
Guru Lahima.
That's the guy.
Remember that long, boring story about the guy who never ate?
Yes, I remember.
Avatar Korra is calling on the temple radio.
Here we go. Okay, now this is when Korra's gonna know. But they don't know that Zahir knows where Korra is.
We got a call about a new airbender, and it turned out to be Sue's daughter, Opal.
That's wonderful.
She is wonderful and pretty.
Let him know, Bolin.
Sorry. Bowling out.
I respect it.
How's the training going?
Not so well, I'm afraid. No one seems to be interested in the hard work required to become a part of the Air Nation.
Let Jinora and the kids help you out.
Yeah.
And what about Boomy? He was a naval commander.
Boomy? He's my worst student.
Yeah, but he loves to
But the
organize
people love him.
If you ask him for help, you can trick him into taking more responsibility by making him think the whole thing was his idea.
Korra's just about it this season, man. She just knows what to do.
You're turning into a pretty wise avatar, after all.
Conflict resolution. It's what I do.
Okay, we'll see about all that. Did Aang say something like that, maybe?
Come on, let's have some fun. We'll be back before anyone realizes we're gone.
I guess it will be alright.
Oh, here we go. Some cool scenery in the back, though. I like that. All the spirits.
Air bison calves can't fly for a week or two after they're born.
Let's go see the babies.
Be careful, the mothers are very protective.
This could be interesting.
Aww,
Aw.
look how cute.
Kai, get out of there!
It's only got one horn, or 1.5 horns. Clutch.
Wow, you really saved me down there. You're an incredible airbender.
Well, I've been training for a long time.
Then why don't you have tattoos like an airbending master?
My dad says I'm not a master yet.
You can do everything your dad can. If anyone's a master, you are.
Must be nice to hear, though. Interesting, though. We'll see about all that.
I don't think I'm doing very well with the new airbenders. And everyone knows you're a natural leader. What would you do if you were in charge?
You've got to use military discipline to whip these troops into shape.
Oh, is that what we want to do?
Break them down so you can build them back up. Rule with an iron fist.
I don't know if that's what we want to do.
Thanks for the insight.
My pleasure.
We'll see about it. That doesn't seem like Tenzin's style. Oh god, we're gonna find out.
I'm taking your advice. I'm going to break you down and build you back up. Now get moving, recruit!
Now they're all gonna hate Boomy. We'll see. Maybe this could be a good thing, though. I kind of like this vibe a little bit, being out here like this.
10-mile hike first thing in the morning.
Don't these robes come in a warm bison fur version?
No, of course not.
Bison fur, my brother.
You know, when I said that thing about an iron fist...
Hush. Meditation time. Now that we're refreshed and loose from our hike and meditation, it's time for a balancing exercise. The key is to maintain your heaven and earth connection. Now you try. Get back up! What's the matter? You can't handle it, soldier?
Such a different Tenzin, man.
Don't you think you're being a little hard on them?
Don't worry, they can take it. Ignore the lemurs digging in your ears. Concentrate on your breathing and you won't even know they're there. When the head is shaved, an airbender is able to feel the wind around him. It is both humbling and freeing.
Oh, okay, I think I know where we're going. Maybe Tenzin's got to change as well.
I want to shave my head.
That's fine. Shaving your head is a personal choice.
Wait, what?
Anyone else?
We'll see, I don't know.
Remember, airbenders move like the wind.
Hey, yo! These two troublemakers. Tenzin's been so focused on how things were in the past. How Aang would have learned. I mean, but that's like airbender customs, right? I guess, traditions. So I can understand it might be tough to want to step away from that. But you're trying to make modern people into air nomads. I don't know, we'll see. It's interesting.
Everyone is waiting for you, Boomy.
You can do it, Boomy! Come on!
Oh, Jesus.
Get back on that wall, recruit. You're letting your fellow airbenders down.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
I'm finished! I never wanted to be an airbender, and I'm too old to be back in boot camp.
He retired, man. Look.
Fine, quit. We don't need your attitude in the new Air Nation.
Master Tenzin, when do we get to go home and visit our families?
Yeah.
This is just as bad as the Earth Queen's prison.
I'm tired of all this complaining. Jinora, take over.
Does this mean I'm the master now?
Yes, just lead them through some basic exercises.
Well, since I'm a master, when do you think I can get my tattoos?
What brought this on?
I was just talking to Kai,
Oh, no.
and he was asking me, so...
Kai, what does he know
This is not
about
the
when you
time.
should get tattoos? The answer is no, you're just a little girl.
I'm not a little girl anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I have a stronger connection with the spirits than you ever will. Lead your own class.
Yeah, that's,
Nikki, Milo, you're up.
Oh, God.
Just lead them through the Bagua circle.
Oh, no.
Look to your left. Look to your right. One of those people will not make it out of here alive.
Alright, so this is lots of conflict.
Sorry if what I said got you in trouble with your dad.
It's not your fault. He just can't believe that I'm grown up now and I don't need him telling me what to do like one of his recruits.
I know something that'll cheer you up.
Where did all the spirits go?
Where are the babies?
Okay, who are these guys?
They're those new airbenders. Must be living up at the temple. Hurry up and gather the rest of the gang, and let's get out of here before someone comes looking for
Another
these
bad guy?
kids. We'll take them to Ba Sing Se with the rest of the fresh meat.
Yeah, Ba Sing Se's not out of the picture yet.
Boomy ruins everything.
Oh, Azula always lies.
Taking a little break from teaching?
I failed. Can't they see that I'm trying to rebuild an entire culture?
You know, just because these people can airbend, it doesn't automatically make them air nomads.
Tell me about it.
I remember when I moved out of my parents' house to become an air acolyte, that first night I was so scared and lonely, and the bed was so hard.
It's actually better for your back.
Come on, Tenzin.
I really wanted to be there, but it still took time for me to adjust and feel like I was a part of it all. These people are probably feeling the same way. You have to be patient.
Now
I
Tenzin
know how
has to
Korra
be
feels
patient.
when I'm talking to her. Boomy, I want to apologize for losing my patience.
I'm not talking to you.
Come on, Boomy, he's trying.
Where's Jinora?
I saw her fly off on her glider with her boyfriend.
What? Her boyfriend? Kai.
Oh no, now he's pissed again.
The Earth Queen and her fancy friends pay big money for bison steaks and other weird meat.
Jesus.
I even heard she ate her dad's pet bear.
Don't be talking about that.
Do that spirit beaming thing you did to find me.
I can't, I'm all cramped in here and I need quiet and time to focus. Maybe I can send a message.
Okay.
I need your help. Go Find Boomju. Tell him we're in trouble.
And this will get Boomy back involved as well.
Oh, I don't think I should apologize. Tenzin just wants to boss everybody around. Well, that's your opinion.
I love interactions like this.
Wait, did Jinora send this spirit? Is she in trouble?
That's your niece.
Jinora's in trouble. We have to go get her.
How do you know?
Boomju's friend told me.
You were able to communicate with the spirits?
More or less, I get the gist. Let's go.
This is what I was thinking.
Master Tenzin isn't here. It's up to us. Move out!
I kind of like this for Boomy though. We'll see what happens with this. But Boomy, you know, got a little spiritual connection in his own way. Maybe just with Boomju.
Listen, this is what we've been training for.
We haven't been training that long.
That's not important now. Remember how we persevered together on the obstacle course?
You actually quit.
Well, I'm not quitting now.
Uh-huh.
I know we've had a tough time, me more than anyone.
Uh-huh.
But we're airbenders, and there aren't many of us, so we've got to stick together.
Uh-huh.
They've got 2 of our own in cages out there, and we're not leaving until we bring them home.
Leave no airbender behind.
Yes, sir. That's Commander Boomy, man.
Down and twist.
Nice. Here we go. Here we go. That's so funny. Yes, sir. That was clean. He could feel it because Tenzin shaved his head. Hey, yo! Dude, all 3 of the kids might be masters, man. I'm just saying. Dude, Milu is a demon. Follow that. There you go.
What's going on down there?
This is gonna bring everyone together. This is gonna be good.
I'm coming, Jinora.
Hey, show me something, Tenzin. Tenzin's my guy, man.
What the?
Here he comes, man. It's that same bison as well. Bro, this is like when Appa would get involved. That always got me hyped. Don't mess with the bison.
You got me. I give up.
You think you could kidnap Jinora and all these baby bisons?
Chill.
Kai! That's enough.
Yeah, he did a lot.
An airbender never attacks a defenseless opponent. But that was very good technique.
Okay, I'll take it.
Maybe you boys haven't heard, but there's some new airbenders around these parts.
There's a new sheriff
and
in
you
town.
never mess with an airbender's bison.
That's facts, Boomy.
Without my shaved head, I never could have dodged that net. I really felt it coming at me.
I'm proud of you. Your connection with the spirits and natural leadership, you remind me of Dad.
You know, even though I'm Aang's son, I never really felt like I was part of the Air Nation before.
You are now.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. And now we're all homies with the bison.
They're so friendly now.
The bison are the original airbenders.
Yeah, of course.
They recognize their own kind.
I'm
Good.
sorry for running off.
We're just lucky no one was hurt. But I also realized that perhaps I was too harsh with you.
Does that mean I can get my airbender tattoos?
It's hard for me to believe that my little girl is grown up enough to have her tattoos.
Let's go.
But I promise I'll think about it.
Now he gonna do it, man. That's end of season.
Yeah. They're flying!
I guess everyone is growing up.
Damn, not the episode I expected. The whole episode with Tenzin and the Airbenders? I will take it, man. Alright, so they're really paying a lot of attention to Tenzin and his attachment to, you know, the customs and traditions of the air nomads, being an air acolyte, the whole airbender history and all of that. And you can see how obviously all that stuff is the most prominent amongst the airbenders and not the other benders and tribes around the world. Now, it's always been important to Tenzin as one of the last airbenders to carry on the airbenders and the traditions, pass all of this information down. And even even though we addressed this earlier in the season, that a lot of these people aren't just going to want to leave their lives and then, you know, become an air nomad, Tenzin's still having some difficulties, you know, dealing with that specific thing. Even though all of the people that are there now learning from Tenzin, they chose to come there. They still had their own lives, families, different traditions and everything. So it's all new to them. It's just like Pema said, they need time to adjust. And I imagine Tenzin was still hoping that they'd be a lot more interested and willing just to learn exactly what Tenzin is throwing at them in the way that he felt was right to him. And look, Tenzin's my guy. I want this to work out for him just as much as he does. But I'm glad he's slowly being able to open his mind through the help of people like Pema, Boomy, Korra, even Jinora, to the fact that it's going to take some time. And I love the nod to Tenzin has to be patient, like how Korra in season 1 needed to be patient. That was a big teaching point of Tenzin's. I kind of like that Tenzin has to learn some new things here, and Korra's been teaching like airbending to Opal, so they've kind of swapped roles a little bit and learned from each other. I really like that. Now I like the idea of Tenzin going to Boomy for help. I didn't think Boomy would tell Tenzin to do it military style, and I didn't think Tenzin would follow through for it. Did not feel right from Tenzin's character at all, and you can see it was pushing the airbenders away from him, especially Boomy. That's his brother. And also I love that it was Korra that told Tenzin, hey, maybe ask one of the homies for help, like ask Boomy. And Tenzin told Korra, like, hey, she's actually, you know, becoming quite a wise avatar. Like, I feel like Korra's been on it this season. Korra's still been taking a little bit of a back seat. And even in this episode, Korra wasn't super prominent. But when she is, I feel like she's been doing the right thing for 90% of this season, which is awesome. I'm still not really sure if this is the direction we're going to go in this season. I know the whole theme has changed. I was wondering if Tenzin needs to let go of all of this attachment, or at the very least trying to force it upon others. There was that one student who knew everything, you know, he was all about it. And I think that's great. It doesn't have to be every single student that he has that's into everything that he's trying to teach. I'm of the mindset that it would be enough just for Tenzin to teach them how to airbend properly, and maybe even become masters in terms of bending. Maybe not masters in the sense of they understand all of the culture and the history and the spiritual connection, but they've become airbenders. Just teach them to be airbenders. And if any of them want to learn more, like that's up to them. But we'll see how in depth we go with a lot of that. I'm actually really surprised we got a whole episode devoted to just this right in the middle, and now there's only 6 episodes left. But I did expect the airbenders to come back in full force at some point and really help us out, maybe against Zahir. So I do like that we've gone back to them and given them all some significant development, because at the end of the day, everything that happened this episode led them to what happened at the end. I'm so sorry, this crow outside is just going nuts. It's driving me insane. I was thinking Kai might be becoming a little bit of a bad influence on Jinora, but I also think it's really big of Kai to actually be able to apologize to Jinora for potentially getting her in trouble, talking about, you know, Jinora getting her tattoos and everything. Crazy that Jinora threw Kai under the bus though straight away, and a horrible time for Jinora to bring it up to Tenzin. And Boomy quitting was like kind of sad, but like it wasn't like a surprise to me given everything that was going on. But like I was saying, everything that happened led them towards what happened at the end. Them all working together. The fact that homie unwillingly had his hair shaved off and it actually helped him was a big deal, and probably helped him see the benefits to that. And he was trying to tell the other guys to do it as well. Jinora and Kai wouldn't have gotten caught if all of this wasn't going on. Boomy wouldn't have taken all the airbenders without Tenzin if all of this wasn't going on. And it all led to everyone being together at the end and kind of realizing what the issues were. So sometimes it's just like with Lin and Sue. Sometimes it takes a little bit of conflict and then something to happen between everyone to kind of realize where everyone stands. And it's a really nice moment between Boomy and Tenzin right at the end. Like Boomy saying that even though he's Aang's son, he never really felt like, you know, part of the air nomads or something like that. And Tenzin said, well, now he is. Now he's an airbender. Now he can do all this training and stuff. I think that's a really nice moment between the two siblings. And Tenzin's going to consider Jinora becoming a master airbender. I think that's awesome. And the thing that kept popping into my head through all of that is Aang was a master. Aang was like, you know, maybe Jinora's age, probably a little bit older, but Aang was a really young master. But Tenzin, like, this is also when Jinora was going into the spirit world in season 2, you could see how protective and caring Tenzin was as a father. And he says this at the end of this episode, like he couldn't believe that, you know, Jinora, his firstborn, you know, his little girl was grown up so much to potentially be a master. I think that's another thing he potentially doesn't want to let go of, the fact that his kids are, you know, were so young and everything. Now they're growing up. But we'll see. I'm still 50-50 on whether or not Tenzin's really going to change. Maybe it's just his mindset that changes. Maybe it's nothing at all. Just very conscious that that's the theme of this whole season. And only a mention of Zahir. No visuals, no updates. But there was emphasis, I think, on Korra saying she's staying put in Zaofu, you know, one of the safest places right now. But Zahir's on his way. Maybe that's next episode. I can feel it coming. But with Tenzin, we'll see where we end up. I've thought Tenzin was going to have a really big season. I still think he's going to. I think he's going to be very involved in things to come. But with that being said, I think I'm happy with this episode. But that's 3 episodes in a row we've had really paying attention to characters like Lin and Tenzin, which I find really interesting because Tenzin had a lot of development in season 2 as well. Lin was completely absent. So they've really brought Lin back and they're paying even more attention to Tenzin, which I really like. I imagine a lot of people really enjoyed Tenzin. So I think they're really trying to build upon that and then make up for having Lin being absent in season 2. But with only 6 episodes to go, I think it's time for Zahir and his squad to really get involved, really see what they can do, get some fighting going. Where's Zuko, by the way? Is he good? We're gonna see him again. But whatever happens, I'm here for it. I think the next 6 episodes might be some of my favorites of the whole show. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episode of The Legend of Korra.